everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina, and I'm just getting ready to do a 2-page layout for our mini album. And I already went ahead and did this page, and I'll show you how I'll put together the other page to this. But I'm spelling out the word friends on the 2 pages, and what I did was I took a piece of lace and put that across as a band to hold my file folder that I have here. And what I did was I added a little flower so it looks like it's the I to friends. And the file folder is just from Joann's. It comes in a little kit like this for 99 cents, and there's, I think, 6 folders in here. But you can also cut one out from your Cricut. What I did was I just cut a piece of paper to mat on the outside, and I really didn't decorate it too much because I knew it was going to be behind the band. And then I added some paper to match, and this could be used for journaling or photos. So let me show you how I'm putting this together. So first let's start with, I want to take my piece of lace, and I'm actually going to adhere this to this piece of white cardstock because I want it to be a little bit more stable for putting the file folder behind it. So all I'm doing is using my glossy accents, and I got this at Michael's in the stamp aisle, and I'm just putting just a little bit of the accents on here as my adhesive. Okay, and we'll go ahead and adhere my ribbon to that. Let me just put a little bit more, I missed a spot here. Okay, and then I'll just set that aside to dry. Okay, so let's start on our file folder. What I have here is 4 pieces of my pattern paper that matches my my mini album. I have 3 of them that are 2.5 by 3.5 in the one pattern, and then I have one for the front of my mini file folder at 3.5 by 2.5. So first we're going to do is just take my corner chomper here and round all my corners. Well, actually I'm just rounding 2 corners. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is what I want to do is use my broken china distress ink, and I'm just going to go ahead and add that all around the edges of my file folder, and I'm not really being too neat about this. I also want to get it on the fold areas and on the inside as well. Like I said, I'm not being neat about how I'm adding this ink. It's going to be covered. Most of it's going to be covered by the pattern paper anyway. So, okay. So now my fingers are all blue. Let's just set that aside and let that ink dry a little bit and wash my hands off here because I don't want to get any blue ink on my lace. So what I'm going to do, go ahead now, is why I'm waiting for this to dry up a little bit, is add my letters to my layout here. Okay, so this will be the second page, and I'm just going to adhere that the letters to the lace using the glossy accents. Now I'm not putting it too close to the end because when it's bound, I don't want to worry about that I put it too close to the end and it's going to be in the way of the rings. And since I never can go straight, I purposely put everything kind of at an angle because, well, it's just easier than finding out later something wasn't straight. Okay, while that dries, I'll go back to my file folder, and I'm going to use my ETG gun for this, and I'm going to just put adhesive on the back of this. center that right on the front of my folder. And not too good of a job at centering. Try that again. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll take the pattern pieces, which actually matches the page that I'm working on anyway, and this will be on the inside. So get the ATG gun and adhere these in. And then my last piece I'm going to adhere to the back of the file folder. Just like that. Okay? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I want to put my file folder on here because I want to make sure that when I go ahead and add my lace, that I leave it enough room and it's not too tight going across the page. So I'm just going to lay that down, and then what I'll do is I also want to make sure that we're going straight across with my ribbon or our lace. So we'll just add that right here. Add glossy accents on both ends. And it only takes a couple seconds to dry. So while that's drying for a second or two, I'm going to go ahead and add another little flower, and I think, let's see, where do I want to put this one? I'm just going to put it in the corner here. So it's just so that our page has a little something. You could also stamp a little saying here. I was thinking about using my paper tray ink. I just got these stamps. They're the mini scrapbook series tabs. Paper Tray Ink now has their own dies, so, and this is cool because it matches. This is the tab die and it matches the tabs, but it has a couple of neat sayings like memories, remember, good times, great for a mini album. So okay, that should be pretty much dry, so the only thing I have left to do is find my scissors. Excuse me, whoops, now I'm throwing stuff. And I'm just going to trim. These are not my good scissors, so I don't know, hopefully they'll trim okay. Good scissors. Okay, so there is a 2-page layout for your mini album. I will see you next time on Creations with Christina when we go ahead and I'll show you all of the pages that I've done for my mini album so far. So thanks for watching another episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye!